Hey guys, Nathan here from JS Powersports, and I get people asking the differences between the different models and so on, especially when they're looking at used machines here from Krash Industries. So I kind of briefly go through it with you. This here happens to be our 2019, the very first one that we ever bought and ran. Fell in love with these things and kept bringing them in ever since. But briefly, we're going to do this in two-part video. This will be just kind of the brief overview for most people, and then we'll get more of an in-depth on things that we changed and things that we found that needed to be improved on and so on in part two. So in this one, you've got a 997 cc two-stroke carbureted engine, and set up right, these things ran really great. We had a lot of fun on them. And then in 21, which is this model here, they brought out and these are all Footrockets, by the way. They have 4 different main models, but we'll just kind of stick with the basics here, not just whole design and stuff. This is 21, so this is the first year of the 1200cc engine, which really packed a punch and was basically ready to go out of the box with some slight turns on the low end screws, and these things just ran phenomenal. We just loved running these that year. They had a lot of great colors that year too. It was really hard to decide between the pink blue or the purple green or the blue yellow. I mean, it was tough. So on over to 22, they added fuel injection, an outside gas fill, oil injection, separate controller for that, and then there's 2 different computers run, a Haltech ECU and also a micro squirt. Both of them you can plug into corresponding programs on your computer, and you can check out your fuel mapping, your timing. You can do some diagnostics like the spark test, fuel injector test, some other cool stuff. And some of them had data logging, so you could actually log the data and then come back and replay it on a separate viewer, which was really fun too. 23, this is actually a custom painted 23, so don't call me up wanting another replica of this unless you've got 18 to 24 months of wait time, because that's about how long it takes to get a custom ski right now. But we had this custom painted with the 21 graphics for Nicole, and in 23 the only really big difference was they went to a third outlet, water outlet for cooling, which really wasn't an issue with any of these anyways, but they had the new Predator RR race model coming out, and they thought maybe that would be a factor, people running higher speeds and throttle more, that maybe they needed a little extra cooling, so they went ahead and did that. Other than that, the skis are pretty much the same. Around 21, 22, they did do some smoother levers here, which have been working out great. Before that, we were just kind of replacing the levers, and a lot of these have 4-degree bars because that's kind of our style of riding. But yeah, we're having a ton of fun on these things. We own Richters. We could build Richters too and other aftermarket holes. Sold a bunch of Kawasaki's, Yamahas in the past and so on too. But I tell you what, when you jump on a 1200cc machine and you can go out and backflip off a 2-foot wave, it just makes it a lot more fun. And because these have built-in sponsons on a lot of the models, it's just a lot more stable on the water, and it's really a great introduction to freestyle, introduction to free ride. These can be professionally or free ridden too. That's mostly ocean riding on waves and stuff. But yeah, it's a great way to get out on the water and have some fun. And it's a stand-up jet ski. It's like any other stand-up, especially if it's high performance. You're going to have to keep an eye on things, do a little maintenance from time to time and so on, and take care of the machine. There's separate videos on a lot of the care and maintenance and how we use the machines. And in part 2, we'll go in depth more on what we do to each machine to kind of improve upon it. And basically the last later models, there's not a whole lot. The 997 had a few different issues that we had to work through. But once they're done, very reliable machines. So yeah, have a look at part 2 video. And then of course we deck all these out with a lot of accessories and stuff. And all that stuff's available on our website here, jspowersports.com. If you have questions on things, give us a call. We also have a video library on there, and it will go through a lot of the educational parts of things, aspects. And then also there's a tech section which will go through a lot of, if you think you're having an issue with start-stop, how to test that and so on. That's all on the website too. And we're hoping that shooting a lot of these videos gives people some more information, a place to go look, because there's not a lot of representation of Krash Industries here in the United States. Or maybe I should say there's not a lot of good representation from dealers and people who have been building skis like we have for over 30 years. So yeah, take a look at the site and the video library, especially the tech support pages if you need any help. And if you're interested in a ski, the details are on there too, but definitely give us a call. We can walk you through any questions you might have. So check us out, jspowersports.com. Thanks for looking.